The most selfless thing you can do for someone, if you truly love them, is to let them go. Once I learned and accepted this fact, or, well, was forced to accept it, things started to change. You see, when it comes to toxic relationships, and specifically toxic people in those relationships, most people aren't naturally evil or out to hurt you. The reason they are how they are is because they're burdened. They don't have the experience or knowledge to know how to handle themselves, and that's what makes them toxic. And the reason I tell you this is because those flaws, that's what makes toxic relationships so alluring. The mystery, the exhilaration, in seeing that there's something or someone to fix is what draws people in and eventually keeps them in, unable to leave. A toxic relationship is basically normal love or a normal relationship cranked up with a little bit more added on top. And when you consider the fact that normal love in and of itself is so powerful, it's no question why toxic relationships are so hard to escape. And that's why, like I said in the beginning, the best thing and really the only thing you can do for someone if you really love them is not staying with them, it's not enabling them or comforting them, it's letting them go. It doesn't matter if you're the abuser or if you're the abused. The only thing you can do in this situation that will really work is just let them go. It's a lot easier said than done. I can tell you that for sure. I mean, it's been over 2 years for me and almost an entire year since we stopped talking, and I still can't shut up about her. But the one thing that I am able to assure you of, what I can tell you with 100% confidence, is that if you really love them, doing this is the best thing you can do for them and yourself. Both of you may fail, stagnate, and be complacent, or both of you may succeed and rise above your current selves. Maybe it'll just be one of you. Maybe you'll rise, they'll fall, or they'll rise and you'll fall. And although that might spark fear, not knowing what's going to happen, it sure as hell is a lot better than staying where you are right now. Picture yourself in 10 years. Assume you're still in this relationship. Where do you realistically see you and that person being? Now that you have that picture in your mind, is it worth it? Chances are, if you're being honest with yourself, then it's not worth it. So why would you wait even one more second and stay in this relationship, denying yourself and especially that person of the growth that they're potentially capable of having, but they can't because they're with you or you're with them, and both of you refuse to let go? If letting go is the most selfless form of love that you can show, then holding on and staying is the most selfish thing you can do. Alright, video's over. I was going to continue talking, but I would just be repeating myself, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go back to the hill and talk to you about my own personal experience. Hopefully, that'll give you some insight on how I dealt with it, and maybe it'll help you. So, I'll see you there. I hope in these videos you can tell how passionate I am about the things I talk about, and particularly this one. The reason I'm so passionate about this is because I was in this situation for over 2 years. I had the fortune or misfortune of being the abuser. I didn't do anything physically to her. I would never do that. But I did mistreat her emotionally, and that's because I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I didn't know why she liked me, and I was still caught up on another girl who I met at military camp. If I'm being honest, I felt envy and anger, even a little disgust towards her. The reasons for those feelings were because she was everything I didn't have and everything I wanted to be. She was hard work and she was loyal, she was fun, she was everything I wasn't. At that time, my mind just wasn't in the right place. That would be an understatement. And she gave me chance after chance after chance, even after I repeatedly ghosted her. And I kept her, because keeping her, even if I didn't really want her at the time, was a lot better than being lonely. It was the most selfish thing I could have done, but I still did it. It was only after she got tired of my shit, after like a year, and she decided to block me for good and just cut off all communication, that I really fully realized, oh damn, I just lost something special, something beautiful. And that sparked a crisis within me, a crisis of identity, but it also lit the fire that I needed to change. I look back at my past self and I cringe, just asking myself, why the hell did I do that? How was I able to fumble, to give up something so good and so stable like her? And sometimes it fills me with resentment for my past self, but then I remember that I really couldn't have done anything different. This was a version of me who didn't have all the knowledge I have right now, who didn't have the experience, the same mindset, nothing. Everything was different. This realization doesn't do much. It doesn't soften the blow, but it does give me an understanding of why I did what I did and why we do what we do. Since I know that the past is the past and it's not going to be changed, the only thing I'm looking forward to now is using all of this knowledge I gained, all of these experiences I'm gathering from these videos, from being outdoors, from doing different things, and using all of these experiences to become a better version of myself. So when I meet my next love, I don't repeat these experiences. Because as the old saying goes, those who don't learn from history are bound to repeat it over and over again. Anyways, that's it. I could keep yapping for another 40 minutes like I did yesterday. Oh, I had to delete that video. I was not going to edit that. And it wasn't very good. No transitions, no nothing. So I hope this is going to be better. I'm going to end it off right here. I really hope you enjoyed and you took some of this to heart. Thank you for watching. I hope you stay safe, brother or sister. Peace.